Hi, I'm Dr. Kingsley. I'm the product of Sir Majesty Easy World. Join Sir Majesty Easy World today and be proud of what your tomorrow will be. Much love and remain majestic. Thank you.
Nice to see a great fellow like you. Today, I will help you prepare standard solutions according to specifications that you will see on this video. The solutions A and B, then the solutions, the accurate measurements, and what you are required. The solution I want us to help us prepare according to the specifications by the examiner says that 150 cm cube of iodine solution, that is for solution A, standard solution A. Look at the specifications here. 150 cm cube of iodine solution in a cupped flask or bottle labeled AN. These should all be the same, containing 25.4 grams of iodine molecule in 6.0 gram of potassium iodide per dm cube of solution. This is the specification for solution A. Then solution B, the specifications are 150 cm cube of sodium thiosulphate pentahydrate Na2S2O3 solution in corked flask or bottle labeled BN. These should be the same, containing 24.82 grams of Na2SO3 per dm cubes. So these are the specifications that are needed. Okay, these are the specifications, and this video is strictly for the teachers, for the chemistry teachers, to guide them on how to prepare these two standard solutions according to specification. First, we have to list the materials required for this preparation. Please follow them religiously, don't skip any, because if you make mistake in the preparation, you are failing your students indirectly, and it's not good for a good teacher to be the reason why his or her students are failing. And don't forget to subscribe and share my video, for I'm here for you. Expand this science community. First, what are the materials we need? We need 2 volumetric flasks. The 2 volumetric flasks are here, the 1000 ml. That is for accurate volume measurement. You see the mark, this mark, the ring here is for 1000, then here also for 1000. Then I filled one with water. I'm supposed to fill this one also. Then you need your weighing balance, very necessary. Then you have your spatula too. Then you might need filter paper just for weighing as a container as you weigh these things. But remember to note the weight of the filter paper in your weighing. Then I have a small reagent bottle for 150 cm cube. So if I have 10 students, I will provide this about 10 of them according to the specification. So if I have 100 students, I require at least 100 of this. Then there is the need to have the glass rod. The glass rod is here. Then definitely here I have, they also require this starch solution, of course. This one is here already settled. Then I have this beaker to help me in volume measurements and assessments. Then the solid sample of the sodium thiosulphate, the pentahydrate of it. Then I have my potassium iodide here, potassium iodide. Then I have my iodine. So this is the measured potassium iodide, this is measured iodine, to save time in this video. Now, then don't forget that you need your safety wears. First, you need your safety goggle. A good teacher should lead by example. Then you need your hand gloves to protect yourself, especially against iodine. It's volatile and it stains, it causes stubborn stains on any material it comes against. Then you also need your laboratory coats. Not forgetting, you need calculator, and then you need a note. Yeah, that is where you jot down mass of my filter paper, mass of whatever you want to use to measure before measuring. Don't joke with all these things because accuracy is needed. Then you also need, for the preparation of starch, you need your cold water starch. I advise you use it. This cold water starch is the number one they sell. It also serves the same need. Okay, so let's take a break. We'll be right back.
For accurate results and proper guidance, buy from the Easy World of Science. You have your iodine crystal here. All those specimens, the materials needed are available and they are affordable, then reliable. Here is your potassium iodide, pure. If you buy from us, you have your 15% discount and have more access to our services, of course. Here is the burette of different types. You have the one with a tap, the one with clip, the one with ball. Place your order now at easyworldscience.com, or right here you're watching this video. You contact me with the number +234 7065166217. These are the boiling tubes, pipette, the volumetric pipette, or the bulb pipette. Then other reagents you want and other apparatus are available for you.
Setting your laboratory also in chemistry, physics, biology, and even your hospital equipment. Auto analyzers are available at the Easy World of Science. We cannot do without you. We value your patronage. Much love from me to you. See you.
Welcome back, my dear. So you heard it from them. Buying from us will give you the edge of accessing our information, asking your question. We guide and direct you on how to use anything you buy from us. And again, what you are buying from us is tested and trusted. You are buying from someone that is experienced, so your patronage is needed. The ones I don't produce myself, I actually test the quality before supplying to you. So for accurate results, buy from the Easy World Science. Nice. So back to the preparation of the two standard solutions A and B. Lest I forget, you need also a masking tape or a label to distinguish between A and B to avoid confusing them, or you prepare them separately. Now, the steps involved for A is required for you to dissolve the iodine in potassium iodide solution. Then, first of all, what must you do? Remember, they say it's going to be contained in 1000 cm3, that's 1000 ml per solution. So what it means is that in 1000, the fraction of that, the total volume is 1000, which means the mass that you were told to measure. Remember, the density of water is 1 gram per cm3, which means 1000 dm³ of water is equivalent to 1000 grams. But out of that 1000 grams, 25 plus 4 plus 6.0 grams has been subtracted. That one will be contributed by the solute part, so that water will now be the other remaining part. So how do you achieve that? What we're going to do is, first, you just add this mark here is 1000. So you just add a volume, any volume you like. First of all, you dissolve, this is the potassium iodide. It dissolves very well. You dissolve the 6 grams of the potassium iodide to about 500 cm³ of water you added in your volumetric flask. If you don't have volumetric flask, you can use a measuring cylinder, the type something like this, but a bigger sized one. Don't use beaker for volume measurement. Beakers are not accurately calibrated for volume measurement. Rather, the volumetric flask is the best. So what do you do? Like, I've added 500 cm³ of water here. What I'll do is I'll now dissolve these 6 grams of potassium iodide into it, then followed by the mass specified, which is I've measured it already, 25.4 grams of iodine crystal is here. You add it into the already existing solution of potassium iodide. Don't make up to 1000 before adding all these things. Just add halfway, then add the 2, and you now make it up to 1000. So first of all, I will have to make my potassium iodide solution. There is no much deal there. Just open this. Okay. You carefully add them. If you can, try your best to avoid anyone staying at the wall like this one. But what I'll do is I'll gently swirl this water up to dissolve the whole. You shake well. Gently take it this way. Don't allow the liquid to pour at all, because we already added some potassium iodide. You'll be losing some of them. So potassium iodide is extremely soluble in water. All of them are dissolved. So what you need to do now is to bring this iodine crystal and add it into this solution. When you add it, you now make it up to this mark, and this is the mark 1000. You have gotten your solution A. see the mistake you will not make here. Don't fill this to 1000 and start adding 6 grams and 25.4 grams of iodine. No, fill halfway. First of all, add the potassium iodide solution, then followed by iodine crystal. Definitely follow instructions strictly. Please, you are not allowed to adjust anything from the instruction given to you, even when it's not giving you the result you want. The person that gave it to you, they know what they give to you. Like, if I'm giving you something to research on, I know what I give you. So sometimes people might be wise trying to correct them. From my analysis, from my experiment, it's obviously impossible for 6 grams of potassium iodide to dissolve completely 25.4 grams of iodine crystal. No, it cannot. And what must you do? You stir, and remember, this particular iodine is volatile, it sublimes. It is too unstable to the environment. So follow the instructions, don't correct them. Then, because of the instability of this iodine, I advise chemistry teachers to prepare this solution for their students very early in the morning on the day of the exam, not a day before. For this particular solution A, you can do B anytime you want. So I'm trying to show these things. That's why I'm kind of wasting this iodine already, because I know I won't be using it any moment from now. And keep this thing tight after preparation, both the A and the B, and keep it away from your students. Now, what did I say we do? We add the iodine crystal. I've measured this already. Remember, you have to measure according to the instruction. You have to measure according to the instructions. They said 25.4. I didn't even use this weighing balance actually. I used electronic weighing balance. Of course, it's affordable. That one is too sensitive. It can measure 0.01. Some Majesty Easy World have all these things for you. Just place your order and it becomes yours. Our weight-based system is very reliable. We hope and trust in your patronage. So, gently, don't allow any crystal to fall off. So your job is now to close and shake. The dissolving will be gradual, and like I told you, from real analysis, there is no way 6 grams of potassium iodide will dissolve completely 25.4 grams of iodine crystal. From my own experiment, is about 18 grams to 25 grams of potassium iodide that will dissolve this completely. Then, what if you keep adding the potassium iodide? Please, that's not advisable. If you do that, you are disobeying the instruction. If you add more potassium iodide, don't exceed the 6 grams they told you. Rather, if there is any crystal remaining undissolved, your students should go ahead and titrate with the one that have dissolved. If you keep it for a long time, they may appear to have dissolved, but most of them have sublimed. So what I'm doing now, I'm adding up to 1000. So I might be gentle shaking. So it's only about 1/3 of this iodine crystal that will dissolve immediately. And don't hit this. You know, on hitting this, the solution will be higher. But unfortunately, if you hit it, some part of the iodine will sublime. So don't adjust anything. The examiner knows what they gave you to do. They know the instruction. So your own is just to obey the instruction like a religious person.
In the morning.
So I want to make it to 1000 now. right there at the mark. Okay. So what I'll now do is to keep shaking. Next, this is my A already. The color is even enough to distinguish between the other because this is a reddish brown color. You see, there are still crystals of undissolved iodine. They will still remain that way for a long time. But if I want the whole iodine crystal to dissolve, I will add more potassium iodide. And I say you shouldn't do that because the instruction says you should add 6 grams only. So just titrate any amount that dissolved in it. And there are many challenges facing this titration. And for you to see the answers and the likely questions to this particular exam and how to fill your report and prepare other standard solutions like 10% sodium hydroxide, you join my private live stream for this particular exam for teachers. You need to be guided properly on how to prepare standard solutions. So if you're having challenges on how to prepare your students for this exam, Sa Majesty Easy World Science channel is here for you. Just chat me on WhatsApp with the number you are seeing there on the screen. We need your sponsorship also. You can place the advert of your school, this channel. It will help to expand you as we are also expanding us, of course. But remember that we still need some support from you to serve you very well. Why we have this private live stream is that there are things I might not answer properly well here. It's only when I hear you out and hear your problem live and direct. The live stream will be still on YouTube, but a private live stream it will also extend to Zoom and Google Meet, or we might even use WebEx. There will always be 4 alternatives. And remember, we also need little things for you to support us while chatting me on WhatsApp. Then you can also demand for your reagents and extra services concerning sciences, equipping your laboratory and also the hospital solutions at easyworldscience.com. You can also email us at easyworldscience@gmail.com. So this is our solution A. And remember, I'm going to discard this immediately after this video to somewhere. Otherwise, if I keep this for a long, just for 2 days, the whole cork that you see that is very neat now will all turn reddish brown. Iodine is very stubborn and stains everything that comes this way. It's volatile, it's reactive, just like halogens, of course. So be careful. And I say again, prepare this very early in the morning before the exam, on the exam day. Don't prepare this a day before, 2 days before, because definitely even consecutive titrations vary so much. These challenges and many other things that you'll be facing. How do I know the concentration of this now? You just join us in that live stream. Okay? This is done. We bring this. This is for solution B. We also remind ourselves of the instructional material. They say that it's going to contain 24.82 grams. So you have to be jotting this. That's why you need your record book. Why weighing? During weighing is what this calculator does for you, because you have to know the weight of the material you are using to weigh. So to avoid wasting much time in this video, I have measured out the specified mass here, which is 24.82 grams. So which is over here. So over here I have the exact mass specified. And what do? I'll dissolve it here. If I want, you can also dissolve a small amount of water like this. Remember, don't dissolve to such amount that will exceed, let's say 500 in the beginning, so that it can make up very well. So using your discretion, when you look at this volume here and this volume here, they cannot reach this place. So what I do is, I will add this to this for the crystals. And again, this sodium thiosulphate is an efflorescent, and it is also sensitive to the environment, just like iodine, but it's more stable, far more stable than iodine. So you have to check the one you are using if it is up to pentahydrate. If not, there will be big error for your school. So you buy from me if you need an accurate result. Thank you. So I've added this here. So what do? Remember, you have to wash. I've washed all these things before starting every measurement. Wash well before any measurement. So I'll stir this. When it becomes completely dissolved, I will transfer here, then add up to 1000. The job is done. Correction, don't fill this to 1000 and add that 24.82. See, am I right? And add the 24.82, yes, of course. Okay. Don't even allow a drop to fall off from this one we are pouring, because the whole mass is inside there. So a drop leaving this volumetric flask means error in concentration. Then you can also pour back to make sure everything is collected, or rather, let's use ordinary water. This is distilled water, of course, suitable. Shake well. So my job now is to add up to 1000 cm cube mark. We are there. Avoid error due to parallax. Please exactly at the meniscus. So solution B is here, and our job is done. So first step. Then the second thing is, what must you now do? How will you know how many volumes to be prepared according to the number of students you have? Some people might have 200 students, some might have 50 students. You know, if you have 50 students, this one will not be enough. So, and they have just told you 150 cm for each student, so you just use your calculator and do your normal mathematics there. So let's assume someone have 50 students. Let's know how many of these will the person prepare. You have 150 times 50, that's the volume. This is 7,500, which is 7.5 liters is what you need. That's 7.5, which means you prepare this. Each of these, you prepare it up to 8 times, because this is 7.5. So when you prepare 8 times, you now use this little 150 ml and fill, add it small for each student and label it AN, as they told you, where N is the registration number, the exception number of your student. This is the way to organize it. So let's assume you are running about 30 students. You just say, you say 150 times 30. Remember to add extra. Still 4.5 liters, which means each of these will be into 5, while this will also be into 5, because each student will get 150 of this, and that's 150 of this and 150 of this for each student, according to the instructions given in that question. So the number of this thing you will prepare, the number of times you will have to prepare this, depends on the number of students in your center. I hope I'm right here, I'm communicating, because some will confuse the volumes here. 150, they might think that they were told to add that 25 or 25.4 into this 150. No, they are meant to add 25.4 in every 1000 cm cube of solution. And remember, solution is equal to solvent plus solute. So when they say 1 dm cube of solution, it means both mass of solvent and mass of solute, not only solvent. And that's why I say you should not add this up to 1000 with water before you start dissolving. No, add somewhere else and dissolve, then you stir well. So if you check well, you will still see the iodine is still undissolved, and it will remain that way. If I should come back tomorrow, all this thing is already stale, which means the iodine is even evaporating as you are even talking. So consecutive titles are not even concordant. So what must we do in this case? Join me in that live stream. The equations, how can you predict the endpoint? This time around, you do your titration. Join me and I'll tell you the precautions you take and how to fill your report form. Okay? Then for likely questions and the solutions to the likely questions, I will also discuss them in the live stream. So if you have any other question, you bring it alongside. We are done with this way. We are done with this method of preparation of standard solutions according to specification. Remember, you're on with Her Majesty Easy World Science channel. I cannot do without you. Much love from me to you. Don't forget to share, spread the light. Good luck with your exams.
Hi, my name is Cheryl.
And I'm Jennifer.
Guess what? There's a channel called Her Majesty Easy World Science.
And you know the best part?
It
It makes science so easy. Wow.
makes science easy, simplified, and very, very fun.
Guess what? Rocket science ain't rocket science anymore.
It's now ABC.
Like if you did science your entire life.
Another thing about Her Majesty Easy World Science channel is that he makes available laboratory equipment and reagents.
Guess the best part? If chemistry has been hard for you, he does tutorials.
And another thing is, when you order for these things, they are high quality and they are also cheap and affordable for anybody.
If you want to order, just look at the number below the screen.
And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification button down below.
Don't forget to share, of course, obviously there's love in sharing.
Thank you! See you there.